We are going to get the horses ready for this week's showing. So for me, the three most important things are dedication, determination, and details. You have to be totally dedicated. You sacrifice everything. You have to have incredible determination because you're going to get falls, you're going to have accidents, you're going to have broken bones, and if you're not determined to carry on, you'll fall by the wayside. You just won't make it. And details, the higher you go in the sport, the more you have to pay attention to details. The tiniest thing can make a big difference. And so never treat every horse the same. You have to really be careful that you treat every horse like an individual. To me, horses are like people. Each one has its own character. Each one is an individual. And if you don't pay attention to that horse's individual needs, you'll never get the most success out of that horse. You only get the success if you work really, really hard in this sport. You have to sacrifice virtually everything to do it. But I think all top sports are like that. You know, I know other people in professional tennis or soccer, and it's always the same story. You dedicate yourself to your sport. I was not born into a horsey family. I wasn't born into a farming family. Most people start on a farm or they have a horsey family through generations. But I was a city kid. My father was a car dealer, my mother was a housewife, and when I went to school, I went with a friend to a riding school. And the minute I sat on the first pony, that was it. I was hooked. I never wanted to do anything else again in my whole life. And I've been very fortunate to be able to do that. But it was hard because I had to discover everything for myself. I had to really learn everything from the beginning. It wasn't about riding, it was about everything that a horse needs. The thing that changed my life as a rider and as a professional was going to work for another professional. Going to work in an environment with someone who had to make their living out of training horses. Because it was only when I went there that I realized how much work was involved. And that was the moment where I had to decide, am I going to dedicate my life to this? Am I going to sacrifice every free moment just to this sport? And working for the professional really changed my outlook. So I can only advise people, if they want to do this sport seriously and be taken seriously, the only thing they can do is go work for a professional and stick it out. If you don't do that, there is no way you will get that information. If you just turn up at the horse show and stand at the arena, that's not where the work is. The work is behind the scenes. When you get to that 90-second round in the arena, all the work's been done and you've missed it. So you need to be there at the ground roots where it happens. And I think that's the one single most important thing that anyone has to do if they want to be successful.